Investigations pending on Khalistani doctor who graduated from foreign medical school busted for fake diplomas. Head of the Council of Khalistan, a US-based non-profit organization, Dr. Bakshish Singh Sandhu's medical qualifications are under scrutiny. Documents obtained through FOIA reveal that Dr. Bakshish graduated from CTEC, a university that was shut down in 1984 for selling fake diplomas.
They carried out sex genocide. Now they're carrying out transnational repression.
Dr. Bakshish Singh Sandhu is a politically prominent figure in the Khalistan nexus. He is responsible for all major Khalistan lobbying and activism in the United States. Like Gyan Singh Sandhu, the founder of the World Sikh Organization, which operates in Canada. A US citizen, Dr. Bakshish Singh Sandhu, recently appeared at a protest in Vancouver where he delivered a speech. This appearance, one of many, has raised concerns about how he finds the time to travel for protests while actively holding medical licenses that allow him and his employees to prescribe painkillers to the general public. The protest where Dr. Bakshish delivered his speech was organized by the extremist organization Sikhs for Justice, headed by Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, whose actions and comments have been repeatedly condemned by some Canadian ministers and members of parliament.
Don't touch my camera. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Don't touch me.
This same group of protesters has clashed with police in Edmonton, showcased their spears and swords to counter protesters in Calgary, and had RCMP officers march with them while displaying an effigy of the current Prime Minister of India in a jail suit. The protesters have also glorified terrorists, airplane bombers, suicide bombers, and assassins.
His academic credentials appear to be fraudulent.
This prompted Bob Ray, a former Sikh who is vocal against religious extremism and violence, to investigate Dr. Bakshish Singh Sandhu. Ray discovered that the Council of Khalistan, now led by Dr. Sandhu, had promoted self-serving fake narratives in the United States Congress, similar to those pushed by the World Sikh Organization regarding the deadliest terror attack committed from Canadian soil.
Bakshish Sandhu and the Council of Khalistan work hand in hand with the World Sikh Organization as well as the nefarious extremist group Sikhs for Justice. And together they promote hatred and violence towards India as well as people of the Hindu faith. Bakshish Sandhu attends many rallies, protests, and referendums all across the United States and Canada. You can see him routinely screaming in a microphone.
FOIA documents obtained by Mr. Ray from the state of Iowa show that Dr. Bakshish Singh Sandhu applied for and obtained his medical license from Iowa using a diploma from CTEC, officially shut down in 1984 for selling fake diplomas.
Bakshish Sandhu slipped under the radar while other fake doctors were being busted in the early 1980s that all claimed to have graduated from CTEC because he did not apply for a medical license on the East Coast of the United States. He initially applied for a license in the state of Iowa. When I received documentation from the state of Iowa, it had a picture of a person that did not even have a turban. In my opinion, the picture on the Iowa medical license may not be Bakshish Sandhu.
Mr. Ray, who has been a victim of a fake forensic pathologist in Alberta, is extremely concerned about the fact that Dr. Bakshish Singh Sandhu obtained a diploma from CTEC.
His academic profile need to be investigated by law enforcement as well as state medical boards. He is practicing in the state of Pennsylvania right now, and I believe that Pennsylvania law enforcement as well as the state medical board need to put an end to this quack medical doctor's fake career. In the 40 years that he has been practicing in Pennsylvania, I couldn't imagine how many people he has hurt through his fraudulent conduct, and further to that, how many people he has destroyed by making them addicts.
Did Dr. Sandhu purchase his medical diploma from CTEC? Or did he obtain it legitimately? Dr. Sandhu did not respond to my media inquiry, but one significant concern Mr. Ray raises is the date of graduation on Dr. Sandhu's diploma, December 18, 1982. The exact same date appears on the diploma a federal agent purchased from CTEC, which then led to the arrest of the orchestrators and the school's closure.
It appears that Bakshish Singh purchased his medical degree through a broker that was found guilty of selling fake credentials and later convicted to a 6-year prison sentence. So after he obtained a medical license in Iowa, approximately a year later, he applied for a medical license in Pennsylvania. And he did not disclose anything about him already holding a medical license from the state of Iowa. So something fraudulent happened there, and eventually he was given a medical license in the state of Pennsylvania.
This is people's revolution. This is a revolution of the sick people.
Fake doctors are a problem in North America, and I think that there are a lot of countries and institutions in this world that sell falsified academic credentials and transcripts to people that want to come to Canada and the United States and circumvent the proper educational system and obtain these types of medical licenses.
Another significant concern is the fact that Dr. Bakshish Singh Sandhu held a pharmacist license in Pennsylvania. The concern is that if Dr. Sandhu had a pharmacy to operate, how did he spend 4 years in the Dominican Republic studying at CTEC?
Through my research and through my expertise in analyzing medical licensure applications, foreign academic credentials, I find it relatively easy to figure out people like fake Dr. Bakshish Sandhu.
Multiple investigations are now pending against Dr. Bakshish Singh Sandhu from state medical boards in the United States. Be sure to follow MediaBazirgan.com to stay up to date on the upcoming developments on this story. Now we shall examine the political activities of Dr. Sandhu, who is the head of Council of Khalistan in the United States.
The Council of Khalistan used to have a president named Dr. Gurmeet Oleg, and he was basically a cancer to Sikhism, and he died, which opened up the door for this Bakshish Sandhu to become president. The Council of Khalistan, in approximately the 1980s onwards, was a tool that worked hand in hand with the World Sikh Organization in propagating a fake theory on how the Air India bombing happened.
When I read through the website of Council of Khalistan, dozens of significant grammatical errors appear within the texts intended for public education. After the Air India bombings that killed hundreds of Canadians in 1985, the World Sikh Organization and the Council of Khalistan from the United States, both established a year before the bombings, pushed a self-serving narrative that deflected attention from the true perpetrators, Sikh Khalistani terrorists, onto the Indian government. Such claims had no substance and were rejected by Canadian courts.
In 1985, Sikh Khalistanis, led by the World Sikh Organization, bombed Flight 182, destroying over 329 people. And a second bomb was set to blow up, but it exploded in a luggage handling room, taking the life of 2 luggage handlers at Narita Airport in Japan. Then again in 1986, Sikhs from Canada tried to bomb an airplane that was about to leave John F. Kennedy Airport, but their plans were sabotaged by the FBI, and the Canadian Sikhs that conspired to blow up this airplane were arrested, but later all of them were discharged by the incompetent Canadian courts.
If Dr. Bakshish indeed purchased a fake diploma from the foreign university that was shut down for selling fake diplomas, which he claims to have graduated from, for self-serving purposes, then it should come as no surprise that he would sell the truth about a terror attack orchestrated by Sikh Khalistani terrorists that claimed the lives of many. The investigation into the Air India bombing still continue. Will the true perpetrators ever be caught? Will US politicians continue to peddle Council of Khalistan's propaganda and allow their credibility made into a mockery? Only time will tell.
Dr. Sandhu should not be employed in any type of medical facility or environment where he is in charge of looking after sick people. He is a fake doctor. His career needs to be put to sleep.
Please consider donating at mediabazirgan.com/donate so that I can continue to bring more investigative journalism at no cost to the public.